Got a derby today here at Snyder Field as Furman visits Wofford for a big matchup late in the SoCon season, down to the final couple matches of the year for both teams during the regular season. In fact, the last home game of the regular season for Wofford today. Wofford going through their final instructions. This has been a series that has been Furman for the most part, but at the same time it had been Wofford until last year of late. In fact, Furman's win last year, a 4-0 victory at Stone Stadium, was their first in the series since 2019. So Wofford obviously looking to get back to their winning ways. Breast Cancer Awareness Days, that's why you see them in the pink socks. They had the pink warm-up tops, if I could talk, earlier today to get ready for the game. It's really cool that they are wanting to support in that way and raise awareness. Such a huge thing to be considered and also to be thought about, and I really appreciate them stepping up for that here today as they come out. As for Furman, they've been playing some really good soccer of late. In fact, this is a Furman team that sits fourth in the SoCon table with 10 points. Really interesting when I say that, in the fact that 10 points, just a couple of points ahead of 8th place right now. It just shows how tight it is in the SoCon. A Furman team that historically has scored a lot of goals. When I was talking to Coach Burr ahead of this game, he feels like that's maybe not what they've been doing of late, and also maybe not picking up the wins that they would like of late. In fact, 3 straight positive results, albeit ties. So looking to get back on the winning side of things today are the Paladins. Wofford, obviously, on the opposite end of that, wants to make sure that that does not happen. Wofford's been playing some fantastic soccer themselves and picking up a positive result in 2 of their last 3 matches, including a win last time out on the road at VMI on Thursday. Looks like Oberdovac's going to do the honors here. Both teams had fairly tough road trips to get back here. Luckily for both of them, they could stay in the upstate. Obviously a little easier for Wofford staying in the friendly confines of Snyder Field, but at the same time, just down the road is Furman. So coming off a game against Chattanooga in which they had a 1-1 tie. Going through some final thoughts. Referee making sure that everything's okay as they're working on the clock right now. If you're wondering what is being worked on, that's why you see him keep pointing to the back, give the thumbs up, and I think that that means we're going to be about set to go, and we are, as Oberdovac lifts that back. Wofford in white with the pink socks, and Furman in all purple. Haven't talked about it yet, but you can see it pretty rainy here in Spartanburg, South Carolina. We'll see how that factors into today's game. As DeYoung boots this one away. Wasn't really pouring much until about 30-45 minutes ago. Started to get some good rain coming down, watered down the pitch quite a bit. It had been steady rain, but just little spits of rain until the last hour. And then about 30 minutes ago, really started to come down pretty good. We'll see, as we said, how that factors there. This is a field that drains really, really well. But that's when there's time for it to drain. So we'll see how that goes as we get a free kick opportunity here, as Mary Lee Greer set to play it away. Right in front of the Furman bench. In addition to the rain, obviously, you can see as the players behind is the wind that's kind of whipping as well. Dangerous combination, and I think you'll see both teams being pretty careful about it. Both teams pretty compact. This ball play it left, nobody had made that run. So it'll be a free kick opportunity for Furman. Sanford leading the way in the SoCon standings with 17 points through 7 matches. Western Carolina, the preseason favorite and last year's champion, right behind with 14. ETSU right there at 13, and then the only other team with double digits is this Furman team, as we mentioned, with 10 points. Furman trying to get a little bit of movement here early on, but Minor able to win possession, but then gives it away. Looking for the through ball. We'll be able to see the bullet for the first time, as that's easily picked up by her in the 3rd minute. Well, cemented herself in goal this season, played in 17 matches. Really only 2 goalkeepers have even seen the field this year, with Joggers getting 2 matches. Joggers only played 60 minutes so far, with Bola taking the rest, as Furman continues to try to force the issue here early, as that goes out for a throw-in. Everybody knew this rain was coming, but the forecast kept changing, deciding whether it was going to come down pretty good. There was going to be wind, no wind, just going to be a little rain here and there. My son actually had a game at 8:45 this morning, and it didn't start raining until right around the end of the game at 10:30. But it's been raining a little bit, and I say that on purpose, just a little bit since then, until about 30 minutes to an hour ago, it really started to come down here in Spartanburg, South Carolina. See Coach Spur really done a fantastic job with the Furman program, the all-time winningest coach in SoCon women's soccer. Picked up his 250th victory and has more now, but 250th win came earlier this year in a 5-0 win over the Blue Hose of Presbyterian. Nice cut in. Furman still on ball. Referee says no call. Foul called, and it'll be a free kick for the Terriers. Bola gonna take this free kick. Kind of see what I was alluding to with the rain just in the area, a little misting with some coming down, but it's been misting as much as anything. Kind of a little different too, and a lot of that due to this wind that's starting to really whip up currently. Oberdovak chasing. It's been Furman that's controlled the majority of the run of play so far. Neither team's been able to have a shot. You saw just a second ago. You've been with us the whole match. You see the rain starting to come down. Sorry, folks, you'll have to get used to the weatherman talking today, as there's going to be a lot about that here today, unfortunately. As it really is going in and out, but right now starting to come down a lot more. You saw yesterday really factored in college football and also college soccer across the Midwest and the Southwest, and now making its way over here to the Southeast and the Deep South. Minor's able to get this out wide right. Mary Lee Greer quickly descended upon and blocked out of bounds for a throw-in. Referee says she stepped up a little bit. Talking to Coach Berry, he asked how he would have described his team, and he said, you feel it's kind of different when you come off a tie, especially when you've had the ties in a row like they had. But at the same time, he said they have a hard-working group that's very intense and also likes to stay organized and really compact and does their job. Obviously, feels like they could be a little bit more dynamic offensively. talked to Coach Dempsey yesterday, same kind of thing. He's saying that he feels like his team, his word all year has been progression, and they've continued to progress the way they want. And, you know, you can see it in the results. You can see it in the way his team's fighting. Ball played into the box. Gets out of play by Taraftar. Furman's been you know, over the last few years, really he's kind of morphed into a different style. It's a nice cross, but Karam's off the Terriers and into the waiting arms of Navola. There was you know, if you would have asked SoCon women's soccer fans about 3-4 years ago what Furman looked like on the field, they would have told you one thing, and then Coach Burr kind of started inserting a little bit of a different style and playing a little bit different over the last 2-3 years. But I asked him when we were talking on the phone if he felt like they're kind of in the middle of that right now. And you know, he pointed out that that's probably the best way to describe it, is they're a team that can play multiple different styles, and obviously some of it changes because of some injuries they face. Nice idea right here, speaking of what they can do with their playmaking. Herman looking for the through ball. Sexton. As they go out, we're going to have our first corner kick of the day. Taraftar seems to be okay, thankfully. Dando set to have the honors. Freshman from Beaufort. Goes long with this. Herman heads it back into the box, trying to stretch this Wofford defense, but Wofford defends it well. Herman's going to cycle it in, though again, flicks it out wide right. Be another corner kick opportunity. David King to take this corner kick. Second for Furman in the last minute. She lifts her hands, probably plays right around the 6. Just goes a little bit further. You can tell that went a little longer than she was expecting, but a nice ball played in. Goes out of bounds. Off the header, and Navola have another goal kick. As Furman continues to control the run of play here. Again, nothing really threatening to this Wofford defense. Christensen plays it back. Minor able to win in the middle. Good composure. Mullen just has to play it forward. Herman. Nice little fake to get past Julia Greer. Taraftar gets her legs out, and then Julia Greer with a nice tackle to get it back. You see the work rate and the intensity from both teams right there in that sequence. So again, both teams know how important this is. Top 6 teams in the SoCon earn a bye and not have to play in the opening round of the SoCon Championship on October 28th. So they know that's at stake. On top of that, with that, you also know if you do somehow fall into the 7, 8, 9, 10 range, you want to make sure you're at 7 and 8. So you can hopefully host a home game like has been the case for Wofford over the last few years. In fact, just a few short years ago, Wofford hosted Furman in the opening round. And it was that year particularly, was another one of those years where everybody was bunched up and there were just a couple points here or there between, really at the time, the 3rd and the 10th place team. goes back to Navola. And continuing to work it around. Dando plays it in, a really nice ball. Wofford doing a great job of staying compact so far. Oberdovac came back to get the ball, but a little bit of a miss hit on the pass back as Julia Greer gets it back. Miner able to pick out a pass, gets it back to Oberdovac as she makes amends as Gower plays this out wide right. A little bit of a miss hit on her end, uncharacteristically. And it will be a throw-in for Ava King. Marylee's Greer with a step, but just stepped out of bounds. Markey gets it out wide right. Good movement again from Furman. Doing a great job of going inside out and really operating. That right side, as you can see, has been where they've been working the most so far. A huge shout out to the production crew doing a fantastic job against some of the elements. Like, for example, one of the reasons you're not seeing the clock is some of the difficulties with the weather. Same thing with the camera and different things moving around. Like why you're seeing a lot of hands moving around, wiping off as much as they can. It's a nice ball, played in, defended well. But that can't be unsaid on days like today. I think no longer in this field day to day. I spent 20 years in college athletics on campus and at a conference office also. But saying that, it's really hard when there's weather like this to put on a high-level broadcast. And full credit to Wofford. Another free kick for Wofford. Still looking for our first true shot in the game. From with the only stats of substance so far on 2 corner kicks and then 2 fouls as well. The rest of it's been between the thirds. Both teams really trying to get something going. Again, it's been Furman that's been on the front foot for most of it. Is England working this around, going out wide left. Roller been shut down so far. Greer with some room. Gonna cut in. You can see she can find Oberdovac with a nice touch just to get it out wide, but play stopped up as Wofford couldn't get things going forward on the offensive sequence. You see Coach Dempsey again, just fantastic job in year number 1 taking over the program. I just can't say enough good things about what he's been able to do and the buy-in that he's got, most importantly, from his student athletes. Everything's never perfect, but at the same time, you can tell that they really appreciate playing in this system, and I really think the sky's the limit. Same thing could be, say, on the men's soccer side at Wofford. You know, it's rare that you got 2 first-year coaches at the same time, but that's going to bode well in the long run for Wofford athletics. Nice little 1-2. Markey gets it back. Gower trying to keep it forward, and Oberdovac able to get it. She's going to be able to have some room to take a shot, and she does take a shot. Just misses. Can this go in the box? Can they finish it off? Somehow it stays out of the net. Just an absolutely crazy sequence. But DeYoung just counts her blessings that didn't go into the back of the net. So we've been saying that it was Furman that had been on the front foot for the most part, but it's now Wofford that had the best opportunity to find the back of the net. th minute. Another foul here from Wofford. We'll get our first card of the game. Herman, senior from Charlotte, going to take the free kick. Wofford turned out to be 3 shots in that crazy sequence. Kate Markey that was given that yellow card. Really nice ball played in. Thought Furman was going to be able to latch onto that with that run right behind, but goes out of play. Wola. With the goal kick, Minor. Talking to Coach Dempsey on the phone yesterday, you know, with the long travel, I asked if it changed any of the kind of regeneration that they were usually do on the Thursday, Sunday. He said not really. It's just they did what they usually do. They were out practicing again yesterday while the football teams were warming up. Wofford blessed with some great facilities to make that a possibility. Back when I say football teams, that was another, you know, you wouldn't necessarily call it a derby in football, but Wofford picking up their 3rd straight win over the Paladins in football yesterday, pretty decisively. Nice flick on, but this goes out of play. Wofford football really starting to try to figure some things out, and has figured some things out with 2 straight wins. Norfolk State, and now the first SoCon win of the year against Furman. Really nice ball down the sideline. Wofford able to still keep possession over Dovac. Back in the middle. Gonna have an opportunity for the shot. Gonna try to cross it in as the angle was cut down nicely by Furman. Furman quickly trying to push things the other way, but Tariff-Dauer able to get it into the middle to Markey, and Markey gets it going the other way to the right. Mary Lee Greer with some room. Not the pass she was looking for, but still able to keep possession is Wofford. Nice weighted ball put in over Dovac. Able to work this into a deep throw-in. It'll be Mary Lee Greer to do the honors as Gower flips it back to her. And the soccer team supporting the women's team here. Ball break at Wofford. This could be a nice half chance. Let's see if foul called though. Oberdovak, as you can tell, disagrees. Men's soccer team with a tough loss last night at UNCG. Played well. UNCG able to capitalize on some opportunities, and probably if you're a Wofford fan would disagree with the red card on what was a last-ditch effort to save a breakaway. Ball goes out of play for another corner kick. In fact, could be many interpretations whether it was inside or outside the box, but the referee decided it was inside the box as well, and then gave the red card, due to the fact that it was the last man back. Furman men's soccer picked up the win on the road at VMI to stay atop SoCon table. So a lot going on for both of these schools as Furman trying to get in the back of the net. This one goes just high, leaning back too much on the rebound. Matson with a nice opportunity for Furman. Another free kick for Wofford. I think this is the third from almost an identical spot right there for Mary Lee Greer. Gonna play this long. Wofford with a nice ball played over. Markey's going to be able to put this in the back of the net. A beautiful finish. And Wofford leads 1-0 over the Paladins. Cool, calm, and collected is Markey as she puts that into the back of the net. And a well-deserved goal for Wofford. As we talked about, Furman controlled things about the first 15, 16 minutes, but it's been a lot of Wofford over the last few minutes. And you look right there, Markey made that look a lot easier than it is. Her second goal of the season. She's assisted by Ellie Gower. Gower now has a team-leading 6 assists on the year. Obviously, paces are really high in the SoCon in those categories as well, with 6 assists. Furman trying to respond here in the 25th minute. Wofford out shooting the Paladins 4-2. The reason I pointed out the cool, calm, and collected is that Markey really, even with a little bit of time, it's a lot on your mind in that situation. And sometimes you lean back or you think about it too much, take a heavy touch. Markey knew that if she did just what she did, which is pick a corner, put a little pace on it. It's going to go in the back of the net. And there was nothing that DeYoung could do about that. Another free kick opportunity here for the Terriers. Decides to go short down the right channel. Roller with some good recognition. Roller and Massey both in the top 10. For overall production with points for Furman in the SoCon. A foul here though, and a dangerous set piece opportunity. I mentioned Gower now tied at the top. SoCon standings with 6 assists on the year. After that assist to Markey's second goal of the 2025 season. Speaking of Gower, she's going to take this free kick. Goes into the box. DeYoung can't get it out, but goes wide left. Wofford really asking some questions of this Furman defense. Here in the 28th minute. Looks like Furman set to make a couple more subs. Have made the only 2 subs of the match so far, with Panasco and Nixon coming into the match earlier. Referee stopped the clock. Wofford really playing with some confidence right now. Another throw in for Wofford on that right sideline, right in front of the Furman bench. Dovak looking for the run from Greer, but just misses her. And it'll be Furman able to get out wide left with Roller. Roller. Has this one taken away. Good job by Wofford holding their ground. Good 1, 2, 3. As Markey, the goal scorer, gets this one to Gower, who had the assist, and then she gets it out to Mary Elise Greer. Not the ball that she was looking to play, but nevertheless, it's Wofford, as we're about to hit the 30-minute mark, that has this 1-0 advantage. It's also 30-year anniversary day here. 30 years of the Wofford soccer program. Have many of the first-year players in attendance with their family. Really great idea to honor them and bring them back into the fold. They're going to be honored and highlighted in different ways at halftime, and we'll talk about it a little bit more as well throughout the game. Throw-in opportunity here for the Paladins. Roller trying to find room to take the shot. Takes a shot, but no room to really challenge Navola. It's a nice ball played in by Furman, but too much space on that one. It goes out of play, and Navola will have the goal kick opportunity. Rain is dissipated just a little bit. Dovek with a nice touch, cuts it back in. Markey trying to get there. Roller trying to keep it the same way for Furman. Instead, it'll be Herman and Furman that will look to go for it. Gower on ball now for the Terriers. Mary Lee Greer gets the ball back. Dovek's doing a fantastic job so far. Here today is the tip of the spear, really putting herself in dangerous places and also, most importantly, keeping possession for the Terriers. Such an art form to it. Mary Lee Greer gets it back. Patrolling the side. Awkwardly caroms, but DeYoung able to pick it up. It could be a little bit of a nervy moment. Mentioned final two regular season games for Furman and Wofford. Last home game of the season for the Terriers. Tarifdar gets there before Roller does. Dovek not able to get this one, though. Navola's going to have to come out and make herself big, and she does just that as Roller was descending upon her. Roller with 6 points on the season, so somebody you always, or 6 goals, excuse me. It's 14 points on the season. Somebody always got to pay attention to. Coach Burr and his staff have moved her around a little bit. I alluded to it earlier. That we might see just that. Not out of the area yet. Roller takes a shot, but right at Navola. Third shot of the match for the Paladins. Ball cycled into the box. Referee stops up play, thinks he's going to call a foul. And a player is down for the Terriers as well. Looks like it is Minor. Hopefully she's okay. Such a big part of what Wofford does. Is a junior from Columbia. It's going to take a little bit. Both teams going to take some water breaks. Been a fun one so far here at Snyder Field. First 15 or so minutes, it was not a lot of shots, but it was Furman that really was possessing the ball more than the Terriers. But then over the next 5-6 minutes, it was Wofford that really started to be on the front foot and take advantage of some opportunities. And then just a few moments later, in the 25th minute, Kate Markey with a beautiful slotted goal into the right corner off an assist from Ellie Gower that put Wofford ahead 1-0. And that's where we stand now. Get the exact timing after we figure this out. But unfortunately, it looks like Minor does have a little bit of an injury as she has to be helped off the field. Looked like it was the right ankle. Had some substitutions during that time frame as well, as McKinley High was the one that came into the match for Minor. Looks like Ibarra also into the match for Furman, placing Sexton. Again, we'll get you the exact timing. Just utilized 2 subs so far. Bureau also coming in just a bit earlier. Markey has this one taken away. Roller. Trying to take on Taraftar. Nice ball played in, but just over the run. If she was able to connect with that first run, that might have been a goal for the Paladins. Instead, it went high, and it'll be another corner kick. Be the 4th one so far in half number 1 for Furman. As King gonna do the honors again. Lola tested and just wants to make sure she gets this out of play. Bring up another corner kick opportunity in the 38th minute. Furman trying to see if they can make something out of these set pieces. But so far, Wofford's done a great job staying compact. But Furman, another nice searching ball played into the box. Wofford's got to be careful. Over Dovat. Came all the way to get back to get the ball. McKinley High steps back. excuse me, that was Bureau. Verdovac really has had a nice high work rate. Of the throw-in for the Paladins. Another foul. Will be another Mary Lee's career free kick. Wofford a little bit more methodical than usual right now. Up 1-0 in the first. You want to make sure nothing happens and you don't let in an equalizer at the same time. You'll try to take advantage if you do have an opportunity offensively. Well, it's going to be able to get there. Good job shepherding it back by Carson DeMars. Gower gets it back to Bureau. Bureau. I see a card here. I think you will. Just a little bit of a professional foul. First card of the match for, second card of the match. It was Markey getting it earlier. Markey with a goal and a card. Verdovac. That one hits back off Gower. Another Wofford substitution. Kenny Andrews into the match for Wofford. Once again in the right position. Andrews replaced Oberdovac, as we mentioned. Been impressive what Oberdovac's been able to do today. Name's not showing up on the score sheet yet as she would like, but at the same time really has opened up some things with what she's done on the field. As Bureau with that elbow injury, happened to get UNCG hopefully able to protect it and keep playing. Cuts it back and gets it back to Mullen. Mullen. Oh, really set to go forward. Matson out wide right to Roller. Roller goes right at Taraftar, but Taraftar was right there. Roller, though, a little banged up. So she's okay, thankfully. It was a clean win from Herifdar, but Roller took the worst of it. Kinley High gonna leave this one. Kinley High can't get it into the middle like she was hoping, but Roller again. Looking for Jacobson, but instead it'll go out of play. Just under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Gower down this right side for Andrews. Andrews just misses on being able to get there. Foul called. Nervy last minute of the opening half for Wofford. They've done a fantastic job staying compact so far. Need to do just that here in the waning seconds of the half. This one goes out of play with under 30 seconds remaining. Avola. Gonna boot this away. By the time she does, and it hits midfield, it'll probably just about do it here in the first half as we got less than 5 seconds remaining. And indeed it will. That'll do it for half number one. A highly entertaining half number one. Both teams with 5 shots, but the most important shot, a Kate Markey goal into the lower right corner of the net, gives Wofford a 1-0 advantage as we go to the break. We'll be back for the second half here on SoCon Women's Soccer. And we're back where it's Wofford leading Furman 1-0 at intermission. Both teams going through the final dynamics, and thought it was Wofford that honored their 30-year anniversary team. 30 years of Wofford soccer at halftime. Really cool to see, as we mentioned during the first half. Lots of players and their families here. Really cool when you can bring back and honor those who started and really set the tone for what was to come with this program. Both teams already on the field and ready to go. It'll be Furman that will have the honors. So now we have a little sunshine peeking through. As you can see them working on the iris of the camera, trying to see what this weather wants to do or what it really wants to look like. We've had a little bit of everything. And we're officially underway. I'm sure Coach Spur and his staff, as Roller goes down the left sideline. Going back to the point, though, of Sir Furman coaching staff really relayed that what we talked about at halftime as we're going through the stats. It's stats pretty even, but it was Furman that really kind of was aggressive early on and then settled in and kind of let Wofford start taking the game to them a little bit. You can see that they're going to get back to what they were doing, or try to get back to what they were doing at the start of the first half here. Barr gets it out wide. It's a really good Furman team. You don't have an 8-2-5 record if you don't have quality. As mentioned, Coach Burr, the winningest coach in SoCon women's soccer history. Golf gets it back out wide left, and then she'll get it back herself. She'll go out wide right. Furman just going to play it in the box, seeing if they can make something happen. Movement here from Furman, and they're doing exactly what we thought they would do. So they're trying to force the issue, being a little bit more aggressive, to say the least, here in the outset of the second half. One thing that you can always expect is that Wofford's going to stay compact and try to stay pretty technical in the back, though. So I was talking to Coach Burr about this Wofford team. That's exactly what he said. He knows what a Kevin Dempsey team is all about. He knows that defensively they were going to be hard to break down. And when they're also finding the back of the net, it makes it that much harder. So we get an opportunity here for the Terriers, with Tarifdar set to throw it in. She's going to leave it, though. If you just joined us, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Day here. So there'll be a free kick with Carson DeMars. Two teams were trying to figure out what was actually the call. Wofford to take the free kick, though. Back. Just pressuring a little bit, trying to keep it on their side of things. A good job by Furman breaking it down and getting it up the sideline. Mars will just put it into touch. Roller. Started to have a little bit more of the ball in the latter part of the first half. They're going to need her to have a lot more here in the second half if they're going to get back in this game, as that's put out of play on what's now turned into a nice day. After weather really disrupting things in the first half. And really preparations by both teams. Talking to coaches, it was one of those, they knew something was going to come with the weather, but as we alluded to, there's been a lot of evolvement of that even today as you were looking at the weather patterns. Unable to get this out of danger. Ibarra trying to force things again. Overdovec with a nice touch. Got such a gift with just stopping up the play and has a elite touch. Nothing there. Referee in good position to see that. Actually, ahead of the UNCG Wofford men's match last night, I was talking to the two broadcasters that were asking me some questions about the Wofford team, and they're asking about Symes on the men's side, and I alluded to just that just the ability to hold up play and really keep possession for your team is so huge in college soccer. It's the art form that I think a lot of people don't think about that much, because you only want to look at the score line, and at the end of the day, that's what you're judged on, whether you're scoring or not. But at the same time, if you can hold up play, if you can be the tip of the spear that you need to be, it's really hard to keep you off the field. And Oberdovac really done a good job of that here tonight. Nice run in. Markey looking for the brace. Can she get it? This one caroms off a Furman player, and it'll be the first corner kick of the day for the Terriers. Nice ball movement from Wofford. Ball played right at the goalkeeper, DeYoung. Just parries it away. Bureau can't get around it enough and goes wide right. DeYoung boots it away. Colin Gonzalez gets it back to Mary Louise Greer. Mary Louise Greer to throw it in. Looking for Oberdovac. Gets it back to Gonzalez. Oberdovac trying to find Markey, but Markey, ball just clings to her, trying to find room to cross it, able to do just that. Ball played in nicely. Looking for the off run, but just a little bit behind Gower, and good job by Furman closing that down, though, as Roller with a head of steam. Furman has numbers. Probably should have played it out wide earlier. Wofford, fantastic help defense, but helped a little bit also by Roller, who had that head of steam, but tried to take the step in herself. Could have played it out wide right and moved in for the shot, but it's a lot easier for me to see from this angle. That goes out for another corner kick. Furman to take the corner kick. Able to get it out of danger. But Ibarra just going to cycle it back in again. Really like what Furman's doing so far here in the second half. Being aggressive and trying to pick apart this vaunted Wofford defense. This one's going to go wide right. I think it hit off a Terrier, and indeed it did. We'll have another corner kick opportunity. Be the 7th corner kick of the afternoon. Just picks the ball up just in front of Jakob Anderson to take another corner kick. Wofford weathering the storm right now, but they're going to have to keep some possession, or eventually that storm's going to do some damage, as Furman continuing to pepper the Terriers. Ibarra gonna try to force again. Thought better of it. Didn't think that she had any room to do just that. Really, every Terrier back. Good defense from Taraftar, but it'll be another corner kick. Herman again, the senior from Charlotte, to do the honors. Referee says no handball. Herman again gonna cycle it in. Berdovac unable to get the ball back. Now it's Gonzalez and Wofford with a little bit of room. Gonzalez waiting for the run from Mary Lee's Greer. A little bit ahead of her though. Right idea, but asking a lot of Mary Lee's Greer, who has to do so much from her role. Referee talking with DeYoung. Furman continuing to hold the run of play. Roller has this one hit off Mary Lee's Greer. Again, Furman just plays it long. Again, good help defense too from Wofford. Doing a great job of staying organized. We have a foul. Mary Lee's Greer going over to take the free kick. Out of play. Looks like Wofford about to make a couple substitutions. Roller trying to keep it in, gets past Mary Lee's Greer. But Mullen there and a beautiful tackle. Can't keep it in, but good help defense. Keep saying that on purpose because that's what it's been so far here in the second half, that help defense. Zonal marking, however you want to say it in soccer parlance. Ben Goff's going to lean back and take the shot. Got some power on it, but Wofford was right there. Sexton. Another corner kick. Here in the 60th minute. Both teams had some really nice opportunities in the first half. Obviously, Wofford scoring one of them. Mullen fights her way through that. Somehow gets this to Gonzalez. Gonzalez wisely able to find Oberdovac. Oberdovac descended upon by Nixon, but looked like she was going to be able to pick out Gonzalez, but instead it's DeYoung. DeYoung distributes out left to Ava King. Gets it back to Bengoff. And they're back out wide right. With under 30 to play here from Snyder Field. Looks like we have a player hurt and marking. It'll be Delaney Miner, who was herself hurt in the first half. Good to see her back. Don't want to see another player have to leave for an injury or something. I don't want to guesstimate what it is, but since Miner was helped off the field, it's good to see she was taped up and able to go, because you just never know with some of those things. A foul from Massey. Mary Lisa Greer to do the honors once again. Referee continuing to have some discussions and make sure everybody's on the same page. This roller has some room. I don't know if Taraftar knows that she's right behind her, but no matter what, still able to make the play. Movement in again from Furman. Taraftar gets this to Oberdovac. Oberdovac able to find Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets it back to Oberdovac. Oberdovac able to find Bureau. Bureau back in the middle of Julia Greer. Julia Greer goes out wide right. Mary Lise Greer, her sister, was looking for the ball to Gonzalez, but a little bit too in where she was going out on her run. Zig where she should have zagged.
Into the Terrier lineup, number 2.
More substitutions for Wofford. Ensley Elizalde coming into the match, along with McKinley High. Referee again stopped up the clock at 26:30. As it looks like Roller, it took a little bit of a knock in the first half. Hopefully not something with that of the same, already bandaged up as you can see. Hopefully she'll be able to come back in. As Dando back into the match. Pace on that pass from DeYoung to King. Good job by King, keeping it in bounds. Barra. That'll be Furman, as you can see, setting up for a couple substitutions. And Goff. Furman going to play this into the box, see if they can make something out of nothing. And really strong communication from Wofford. And Goff. Nice step from Gower. We're just going to get back into the middle from Ben Goff again, with just over 25 to play. Oberdovac slows up play. This one hits off of Oberdovac. So they were just trying to, it looks like Oberdovac's going to need a substitution. Speaking of substitutions, it's Furman that's making 1, 2, or 3 right here. As Mosley and England come into the match for the Paladins. Oberdovac, thankfully, looks like she's okay. Another nice ball into the box. But again, Wofford up to the challenge. Driving shot into the left from Matson, but Nabola picks it up. Read it the entire way, makes the save. Her second save of the day. They're tied 5-5 in shots in the first half, but Furman now leads 12-6. So obviously a 7-1 advantage of shots as the official again stops the clock. Looks like she's also going to change the way the ball's going. As Mary Louise Greer is going to throw it in. You can tell it's a big match, as you can see on the screen, because Addison Harvey's wearing a suit. Dressed up for the occasion today.
Keep going, ML.
We'll have to get you the timing and what it looks like. So a lot of it's just been game management from the referee. Mullen again, nice step. Oberdovac can't hold on to possession. Goes out of play. It'll be a Wofford throw in. Actually changed their mind again on this one. Be a free kick for Furman. As DeYoung even up as the sweeper keeper. Mosley. Looking for Jacobson, but takes him back on ball right here. Really nice crowd, as you would expect anytime Furman and Wofford play in anything. Some soccer players, some football players that you're seeing on screen. Nice crowd in attendance that a lot of times aren't seen on screen. Mentioned football with the big win over Furman yesterday, the third straight in the series, second straight on the year. As Mosley Matson does a couple cross and still on ball, gonna take the shot or try to get it in, just really trying to make something. Instead, DeMars gets it back. Tarifdar trying to cut off the angle, see if she can find a run. Instead, just puts it in the channel. And Ben Goff with DeYoung. This is by design, folks. DeYoung's playing a little bit more of a sweeper keeper. If you're just joining us, we talked about that Furman particularly can morph into multiple systems. And when I was talking to Coach Burr ahead of the match, he said just that. You could see us do different things. Obviously, when I was watching their matches and different things, you could see it. We got another substitution. Is Drayton into the match. Mullen wins the ball, gets it to Oberdovak. Oberdovak with a head of steam. Taking on the run. Let's see if she can cut out. Cuts in the middle. She has room. Can she finish it off? DeYoung comes out, makes herself big, but again, Oberdovak gets it, but nowhere near enough on that as the referee stops up play as the player is down. Great job by Oberdovak on the breakaway. Is equally great of a job by DeYoung to make herself big, come out and make that save. She doesn't cut off that angle. Could be 2-0.
We had possession. We got injured. We stopped the clock for the injury.
I'll get you the exact moments on the clock as the referee has stopped up play a couple times.
We don't know. The center defender had possession on the goal line.
Drayton trying to force the issue. Graduate from Apopka, Florida, Rollins College transfer. Wola gonna have the free kick opportunity on the goal kick. Under 20 to play. A little overcast again after the sun peeked through. Thankfully, it looks like Roller's okay, and she's going to be able to make her way back into the match as the junior from Birmingham.
Into the Furman lineup, number 24, Laura Roller.
Thankfully, every player that we've seen go out due to injuries has thus far come back. Free kick here for Furman, deep in Wofford territory. Oh, he's all day. Gets to the ball. This is one knock off a Furman player and it goes out of play for a throw-in. Thus far, Wofford's done a really nice job of weathering the storm. But again, you could argue even in the second half, it's been Wofford that's had the best opportunity with the breakaway from. Get a foul here. Looks like Gower's okay. Talked about the high work rate from both teams. truthfully, if honestly, you look up work rate and you'll probably see Ellie Gower's picture, because this was picked up by DeYoung. Gower made her 50th career start the other night in the win over VMI. Now made 39 straight starts. Always cool to see. As fellow Sabre myself, as I also attended Southside Christian. Furman pushing. Can they make something out of it? Instead, it goes over the back of the net. Roller continuing to try to find room. Bola set to put this into play. I don't know whether that was a shot or a cross from Roller, but it was dangerous nevertheless. There's McKinley High with room. Nice ball played in, but just too much weight on it, and really would have been hard to connect either way from the angle that she had, but really good vision. Julie Greer able to get her foot in there again and keep possession. Again. Furman that gets it back though. Has been Goff. Works it out wide right, and now Furman trying. See if they can get something going. Roller looking for the ball, but referee says no call. With under 15 minutes to play, it's still Wofford ahead 1-0.
Into the lineup for the Paladins, number 21, Caitlin Nixon.
Kayla Nixon and Haley Wells into the lineup for Furman. That sun coming out a little bit once again. We're still staying compact. He's all day. Gets it back in the middle of Gower. Gower able to find Mary Lee Greer. Mary Lee Greer gets it back to Gower. Gower gonna go all the way back to Navola. Navola gonna go out wide left. Tarifdar can't completely hold on to it, but able to work it out for a throw-in. All day. Robert Emily High gets it back. Looking in the middle for Ellie's all day, but good step from Nixon. Nixon gets it back, cuts back. Foul called on Furman. The Sexton fouled Tarafdar. Again, it'll be Mary Lee Greer to boot it away. Mary Lee Greer lining it up. Drayton. Finds King. King looking across at him, but it hit, and it goes out of play for a goal kick. Good movement by King, but that was a little bit of tired legs. She's been good all day for Furman.
Into the interior lineup, number 3. Kaylee Gonzalez.
Kelly Gonzalez coming into the match
Annie Andrews.
for Wofford, along with Annie Andrews. Roller gets there first, but goes out of play. Furman trying to find the equalizer. As Wells gets it out wide to King. King working around that left side. Nixon trying to find an area to whip in the cross and does just that, and Navola can really just get her hands on it, and that's it. But that proved to be enough. Nixon with a dangerous ball played into the box. Matson going to take the shot again. DeMars puts the foot out, able to knock it in. Too much for Oberdovac. We've got less than 10 minutes remaining here. Truly committed approach defensively so far from Wofford. Another nice ball played in. Roller trying to get around the corner. Oberdovac. Able to get it there to Minor, but Minor dispossessed. Referee says just let it be a goal kick. No foul called. Got a total of 17 foul calls in this match. 12 to Furman, 5 to Wofford. England back into the match for the Paladins. She replaces Drayton. Andrews said that Wells got there first. No foul called again. Referee letting things play out as Wells. Works it. Nixon had a nice ball. Last time up to the challenge again. Oh, referee calls a PK. Like to see that one again. Look at it right here. Looked to be that Greer, I'd have to see it in slow motion, but it looked to be that Greer was there. Last night in the UNCG Wofford men's match. The bench gets a card. Either way, a golden opportunity here for the Paladins to equalize. Navola makes a huge save. What a save from Navola. Keep it 1-0 in favor of the Terriers. There was some power behind it, but Navola guessed correctly. Look at this right here. Just gets her mitts on it, puts it out of play. Be a 10th corner kick of the day for the Terriers. Wofford's got to be careful, getting so excited. There, you got to stay committed to what you've been doing. As Mullen is fouled. And Herman actually put some pace on that shot, but Vola was committed and committed right to make the save. Wofford clinging to a 1-0 advantage here. Elise Greer tying her shoes as the referee stopped the clock again. We'll have to see what that looks like. It's definitely made it interesting on our great crew. Julie Greer cuts back in. Gets it into the middle for Oberdobrak, but Oberdobrak plays too much ahead. 6.5 roughly remaining. Wofford continuing to withstand the storm from the Paladins. Tarifdar has this out of play, and it'll be a deep throw-in for the Paladins. Again, be a deep throw-in. I think that stayed on that side. Indeed it did. 5.5 left. Ball played in, the ball right there. Furman out shooting Wofford 10-3 in the second half. So far it's been bend but do not break for the Terriers. Matson looking to take on the entire team, but again, help defense in the spot. But it'll be Herman to come take the throw in. Gonzalez puts it out of play. Tamars heads it away. Furman just puts it into the area, hoping to get something on it. Young comes up, gets it out wide to King. King gets it back into the middle to Wells. Overdovak with the win on the sideline. Forces the throw in. Stopping the clock again for the subs.
Number 8, Drayton.
Drayton back into the match.
6, Jenny Jacobson. And for the Terriers, number 14, Kate Markey.
Markey back into the match. Good to see her back in. Again, thankfully everybody that's had to step out for an injury has come back into the match. Back in play once again. Corner kick at number 11 for the Paladins. Still searching for that first goal. Can they get on it just wide right? That would have been a little bit more to the left. They might have been going into the back of the net. But as it stands, it's still 1-0. Young. This is to Wells. Wells. Trying to go forward, able to find King. King's gonna take this shot. That goes over. Good job by Davola just to make sure. Actually, the live stats been cycling through a little bit. Updated stats. It's Furman out shooting Wofford 18-8 in the match. 13 corner kicks to 1. But again, the only stat that matters is the one that Wofford has right now, which is a 1-0 advantage. Mary Lee Greer, good positioning on Drayton. Mary Lee Greer still has the ball, and she's going to have a throw in. With another yellow card just a minute ago on the bench. Overdovak trying to keep up play. Fantastic one-on-one. Overdovak gets it into the middle to Gonzalez, but picked out from Furman. They get it to Drayton. Drayton. And Mary Lee Greer just gets tangled up, and it'll be a dangerous set piece opportunity. Late in the match, with 1 minute remaining, as you hear Byron Rucker say it out loud. Nervy moments for the Terriers. A big chance and a big opportunity here for Furman, and they get a good ball into the box, but head it wide right. And the ball is going to boot this away with about 30 seconds remaining. Big moments. Overdovak plays it forward. Wells is going to get there, but the seconds just keep ticking.
10, 9,
Gower plays it forward. Overdovak there.
4, 3.
That should do it. And a huge win for Wofford over their rival Furman as they pick up their first home win of the season. This is a Wofford team that had 4 positive results, but amazingly was looking for his first home win, and they pick it up emphatically with a 1-0 victory over their rivals that now have 8 points in SoCon play. Just really starting to come together at the right time and putting themselves in the thick of things with 1 match to play in the SoCon regular season standings. What a match and what a committed effort from the Terriers to see that one out. As it was Furman that outshot the Terriers 19-8. They also had 13 corner kicks, but the only stat that mattered was 1-0 on a Kate Markey goal slotted into the right corner, and Elizabeth Novola, huge PK save to keep it 1-0 in favor of the Terriers. You can see what it means to them. For the amazing production crew here at Wofford, I'm Brian Hand. It's been a fantastic regular season. We may see you for more. Who knows after this? Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next time for more SoCon women's soccer on ESPN+.